Heroes, the title bestowed upon warriors of peace, justice, and serving the people with the most noble of intentions.
But what if you took the pure apart, one for all, number one hero of My Hero Academia, All Might, against the most selfish, corrupt, and evil hero of them all, from the Boys Homelander, into a no-holds-bar fight?
I'm Demon and he's Archer, and it's our job to analyze these characters to their fullest, going through their feats and faults.
To see which caped crusading hero takes the title of number one when these two fictional characters collide. Imagine a world similar to our own, but randomly 80% of the population was gifted superhuman abilities known as quirks, where everyone can be a superhero.
Haven't we already been over this like twice?
Yes, but this time we won't be following a student. We'll be talking about the number one hero himself, All Might.
Have no fear, students. I am here!
Yoshinori Yagi strived to be one of the greatest heroes around the globe, but was never given the chance because he was powerless, much like another hero you may know.
But one day he found a mentor who would give him powers of his own to reach his goal. Nana Shimura, the seventh inheritor of the power known as One for All, a power that would bestow the user with great strength to become a great hero.
All Might took the offer and trained to become the mightiest hero of them all, a hero that everyone can believe in.
Which, funnily enough, is more so based on what Western media depicts heroes to be. You'll really see that when it comes to his move names.
Ah, so All Might is more on Team Superman than Team Goku. I think I understand what you mean.
Do you really?
Nope.
Just like I thought. And being the greatest hero means he has a ton of moves and techniques up his sleeve. Or fists, more literally.
Like the Detroit Smash, a punch so hard it can change the weather, or a Plus Ultra Smash that can send the giant no move flying. But the strongest and my favorite one of all is the United States of Smash, which created this gigantic crater. Judging by what's left of the crater and the size of the characters in the shop, this would be around 7 kilotons of TNT. A town-level punch in his weakened form.
He has many other attacks at his disposal besides punches too. He can punch gusts of air at you, a spinning tornado move, Missouri Smash Chop, a Spin Dash California Smash, and a Tough Love Texas Smash.
Good for teaching and for pain.
That also brings up the weakness side of things. While All Might is an incredibly strong and skilled fighter, he can be worn out and weakened after a while because of his injury from the supervillain All for One, which makes him unable to sustain his muscle form for prolonged periods of time, and has him much weaker than he once was before.
Wow, so he can't use his awesome quirk all the time? I guess that's one advantage I have over All Might.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you didn't know? I got a quirk of my own after Sue's episode.
Wait, what? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but let's try it out.
I don't think that's a very good idea.
Demon Smash! Huh, I was half bullshitting that, but neat.
Well, back to topic. After this injury, All Might had to take a break from constantly saving people, which became an issue when he cared too much. It can be considered both All Might's greatest strength and greatest flaw. He cares too much about the people he protects and inspires, while he doesn't do it for their fame or money. He is genuinely compassionate and cares about everyone he saves.
Which would go on to inspire a whole new generation of heroes to become more like him. A real hero everyone can look up to and feel safe when they are here.
Which would inspire most the next inheritor for the One for All, Izuku Midoriya, a powerless kid that just wanted to do the best he can. All Might saw himself in the boy and took him under his wing to become the greatest teacher of all time, for Hero Class 1A.
And whenever his students are in trouble, you better believe he'll be there to kick ass and save the day. And with the feats he's pulling, not many people can stop him.
Like mentioned before, he has a great many feats of strength with his smashes. The Storm Smash feat in particular is a very impressive one. Given the size and radius of the storm and the short time frame it was created, the energy output would have to be around 2.41 gigatons of TNT.
And that's just his strength. All Might has shown many instances of hypersonic tier speeds, such as him going from the Might Tower to the Tokyo Sky Egg in a matter of seconds, and him scaling to characters dodging lightning, and Deku himself, who has outsped Lady Nagon's bullet, moving at around Mach 100, massively hypersonic in speed.
And that's just scaling with his weakened form. Imagine what he can do when we consider him in his prime. Taking this statement as truth, All Might in his prime is 60 times stronger than he was before with his mighty blows.
Damn, that's impressive. After a final battle with All for One with All Might's winning triumphantly, he was done. His power was drained, and after putting his back into it, finishing off everything he had left.
But he continued to spark a fire within and train a new generation of heroes beyond just his people. He taught many students to become the best they could, and even taught a few lessons to the new #1 endeavor. It seems not everyone needs to be strong to be a hero.
And even with all of his power, it would be nothing unless a true hero lies underneath, someone willing to be a noble savior, an inspiration to all, a light in the dark, a smiling savior of the darkest nights, the symbol of peace.
Now for a lesson. You may have heard these words before, but I'll teach you what they really mean. Go beyond! Plus!
Vought International, a multi-billion-dollar company that dominates the world with unsuspecting soldiers fighting for their takeover. Superheroes. Welcome to the world of the boys.
Where somehow everyone is an asshole, he's an asshole, she's an asshole, that kid over there is most likely an asshole, I'm an asshole, Archer right here is an asshole, but not even compared to the assholiness of the #1 hero himself, Homelander.
You boys okay?
Homelander has many different backstories and personalities throughout all his different iterations. There's the comic Homelander, who is bloodthirsty, no morals killer. There's TV Homelander, who had a more sympathetic side, beginning as a hero who wanted to do good, but became worse over time. And cartoony Homelander, who just kinda exists.
For the purposes of this episode, we will be compositing the different versions of one entity. Shouldn't matter too much as they all have relatively similar personalities and backstories.
One thing mostly stays the same between the Homelanders are the backstory with him and Vought. He was originally powerless, but taken and given Compound V, a super serum that grants the user a superpower. Granted, the serum does have a good chance of giving you a bad power, like a boombox for a head, becoming a puddle, or always being transparent.
But Homelander got the greatest one of them all. Flight for super speedy travel, super strength for bashing skulls and ripping people to shreds, X-ray vision for some, interesting acts, laser vision for slicing people to bits, and a supersonic shout to shatter eardrums. He also has a Compound V serum on him for an extra boost in power.
While this is extremely similar to Superman's power set, I'm sure that Homelander is the only one who has taken inspiration from him.
Brightborn, Titan, Omni-Man, Sentry, Gladiator, Hyperion, Plutonian, Cemeterion, Superior.
Okay, so there are a lot of rip-offs out there, but Homelander is easily the most brutal one out there. He will go out of his way to hurt you in an extremely brutal and gory way, and this power at his disposal made him the perfect candidate to lead the superhero group known as the Seven. There's Queen Maeve,
Wonder Woman,
the Deep,
Aquaman,
Black Noir,
Batman,
A-Train,
The Flash,
Stormfront,
Storm,
and Starlight.
Dazzler. Man, The Boys is really just full of ripoffs, isn't it?
Well, yes, but you can't really blame them. It's supposed to be a satire on superheroes if they happened in real life. Like how Compound V can be compared to real-life drugs, making you stronger. Which is a good reason for Homelander to carry Compound V on him.
Wait, real life? Wait, does that mean Compound V is real? 1 second.
Of course not. That would be completely absurd.
I got it!
What? How does this keep happening? That's extremely dangerous, Demon. You have no idea what that'll do to you.
Yeah. Let's see what power you got.
Wait a minute. Something's happening.
Huh. Guess you're the Blue Archer now. Oh, please don't. Ah! Back to Homelander. It's not super hard to believe he can do whatever he wants. He can take bullets, destroy planes, and is superior to heroes like the Great Wide Wonder, who has flown around the world in seconds. This is required for him to be flying around Mach 202. Queen Maeve said it's only Mach 2, but clearly she doesn't know how to calculate speed like a versus debater. Dummy.
And that's not even the peak of his power. Homelander accidentally blew up a chemical plant with him in the middle of it and tanked it with little damage at all. Judging by the size of the plant and explosion size, this would be 1.323 kilotons of TNT, or small town level, and he tanked it easily with barely any effort, so it's likely he could survive far worse.
And it's not unreasonable that his strength wouldn't scale to his durability. He's a very threatening force to deal with, and nobody can stop him. Which was the main kicker. He did whatever he wanted because he knew he was just stronger than everyone else.
Until a group called the Boys came in. This group got fed up with the corrupted nature of superheroes and went on a mission to kill them all. Which brings up how Homelander does have some weaknesses. He is extremely egotistical and has almost zero experience finding people on his level. The only time he's ever fought anyone close to his power was his clone who one-shot and killed him.
Even though he started off wanting to be a good hero, it makes sense he would die the gory death of a villain. Finally dying to his ego in a violent and bloody way, making his death worth it. But no matter what, Homelander will always be the strongest hero around the Boys universe. As long as no clones are around, I mean. Nobody's taking that #1 spot away from him. He's just too much power to take down whoever dares to stand in his way.
I'm the Homelander. And I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Alright, the combatants are set. Let's find out which superhero takes the title of #1.
Will the mighty symbol of peace, Best, the patriotic leader of the Seven? Or will the world's greatest test subject finish the defender for one and for all? Holy crap, that was awesome.
A bit brutal for All Might, wouldn't you say?
Who cares? That was an amazing kill. I guess you'd say Homelander faced the consequences of his actions. Get it? Because he doesn't have a face anymore?
Yeah, I get it. Anyways, All Might is our victor. What made a part of this fight tricky are the versions of both we used.
You see, while All Might can only be considered two different ways, his weekend and his prime, Homelander had his multiple iterations to choose from. We decided on a composite for Homelander and current All Might for the closest result.
Homelander had good strength, speed, and durability with his small town level explosion taking feat and Mach 202 speeds, but that pales in comparison to even some low-end All Might feats like his weather changing punch and going from Might Tower to the Sky Egg in seconds, being high hypersonic speeds. Even if we consider Homelander's durability being much higher than the feat shown, All Might would just always be stronger and faster.
But we don't want to sell Homelander short. He had way better variety of abilities, more brutal strategies, and better mobility with flight. It's just that All Might has the stat advantage and has dealt with people like Homelander on a daily basis. And that's just current All Might and not even Prime. Imagine how much stronger he would be by multiplying his power by 60. You don't forget how they fight too. Homelander has never really shown any close quarters combat training and usually relies on being far from his enemy and beam them to death. While All Might's entire thing is landing one powerful punch needed to take out a foe. So it's safe to say All Might can get close to Homelander and control the entire flow of the fight right there.
It was also coming down to the fact Homelander just has never actually been challenged before. And that in part is how the characters were written. From a storytelling standpoint, All Might is a character meant to vanquish the evil darkness and supervillains. Homelander's character is defined by his ego and lack of trying. Homelander will always be at a disadvantage from how their characters and worlds work.
And that's just compositing all the Homelanders. Leaving it to just comics or the just shows will always make Homelander on the back end of All Might's power, no matter if he's in Prime or not.
Homelander was a formidable foe, but All Might was just too strong, too fast, too experienced, and especially too mighty for Homelander to keep up.
Looks like the number one hero beat the competition in this smashing duel.
The winner is All Might.
Next time on Fictional Characters Collide.